Welcome to Planet Pluto Shoot.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Woo, woo. Tango, tango, tango. Hey, hey. What's happening, good people? How are you guys doing out there? Y'all know who it is. Y'all got to know who it is. Come on now. Y'all got to know who it is by now. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, a.k.a. Key Lolo, coming to you live and direct from Cleveland, Ohio, where it's hot. It is hot, 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 hot. And then y'all know who that. We finally got some heat. We showing off. We gonna get us some biker shorts. If you know about them biker shorts, y'all want to holler at. Y'all know who that is right there, right? Let me put my finger right there. There she is. There she is, my BMF, the one and only Cheryl Morrow, aka the Hair Oracle. And boy, are we. What's happening, Blacks? How y'all doing?
Damn. What's going on?
Well, man, listen. Today's topic is so appropriate. When I tell you these past 2 days, I have been stressed. Has anybody else out there been feeling the stress? I'm talking about, I really have. I am typically always the energizer bunny, which of course I am still full of energy. But I am just feeling the stress, which help us that leads us into our 89th topic here, or this is our 89th podcast here on Planet Pluto Pseudo. So it's all about how to not be sluggish at work. Now, to those of you who helped us reach our 3,000 membership goal, we want to say what, Cheryl?
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we really, really appreciate all the people who helped us get to that 3,000. We thank every single 3,000 subscribers. We appreciate you very, very much. Now we're on the move to get on up, keep going up, keep going up. And so to get there it was very stressful, but without Week A and of course Miss Sandra, our virtual co-host, and of course Esther T. Jones, which is how we got here, we wouldn't be here. So to those of you who are new and you're like, I'm thinking about subscribing to this channel, but what is this about? Well, you are on America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. And this particular segment of our podcast is called Planet Pluto Pseudo. And what we do here on this particular podcast is we address the things that are really concerning us about our industry, such as pseudo information, what we call that disinformation, misinformation. Then, of course, we want to share with you where to get the good information. And the only way we can do that is by having wonderful guests like we have the first Thursday of every month. We have our very own resident wellness and nutrition expert. Her name is Auntie Dr. Joy. And so today she is going to help us. If you're working behind the chair as a barber, a nail tech, a cosmetologist, she's going to help us how to not be sluggish. And of course, if you are a hair aficionado or just a everyday peeps homegirl like your homegirl Key Lolo, then stick around. And Auntie Dr. Joy is really going to help us learn how to not be sluggish, how to get more energy, because oh man. Well, first things first, I am glad P. Diddy did not get charged with those trumped up RICO charges. Now everybody, y'all shouldn't be glorified. This is what I want to say about this now. Now is the time to empower women. Now is the time to empower women. What you say about that, Cheryl, while you over there? What you think about empowering women?
Well, I like the idea of empowering women.
You don't
But
seem excited. She was kind of like,
I
eh.
say we should have cleaned that dirty laundry a long time ago.
Yeah, but we have to do it though.
We have to do
I
what?
mean, we have to empower women. We have to get it should be the norm where we're constantly, especially when you have something called an entertainment industry that is completely what regulated.
No,
There's
I don't want to concentrate on women's behavior when
concentrate on women's behavior either.
when my fellas behave badly.
But we got to do our stuff. We ain't responsible for them. We're
We are
responsible.
doing our stuff. That's the point.
I'm talking about our personal stuff.
We do our
Women
person.
need some more help. I see it at work every single day.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
do. I do. I see women downplaying their greatness, not moving in the spaces where they want to be because they are still somewhat reluctant, afraid for a lot of reasons that don't always have to do with men. But you know what I'm saying?
right.
Just life in general. I'm not male. I'm not into male bashing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you went
Because
through Diddy into that conversation, and I'm just saying we need to make sure that men can be better human beings.
oh, we definitely, yeah, but we got to focus on ourselves too.
Right. And
I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose that,
well,
in that
the women don't
conversation.
lose it. The women don't lose it. We don't just snatch.
I beg to differ, Cheryl. Some women are.
I guarantee you, and I want you to name. And I'm not. And see,
I don't want to put my people's personal business out there. My family members, that's struggling with that, with their greatness in these trying times.
well, I put it this way: for the sake of the subject of women empowerment, fine, but that's not how you segued it. You segued Diddy, and then you went someplace
I mean,
else.
that was just my personal opinion about Diddy, but I still feel that we can work with, especially with the podcast like this one. It's about, when you give people the right information. Now, there's no foolproof on any and everything. That's not where I'm going. But I am of the mindset that when people have the right information, they can make the choices that for what they want to see happen in their lives. And in
let's give it another twist. Let's just say if we were talking about Black empowerment, right? Okay. And we already know Black empowerment is impeded, right? And so if we talk about it, we need to talk about what impedes. Because we don't naturally just fall apart. We don't naturally just. Okay. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we want
I got you.
to reach to be better human beings. And let's just say with the big, beautiful bill. So it just prevents people in the power structures. Their default is to make sure that we can be better through making people wrong and making other people bad. And I'm just saying that
and rich
at the end of the day, if we can just stop the impediments, they and those and people know who they are. If we can just understand that, why don't you just make sure that you have what you have and don't try to impede on what I'm getting. But power structures say, well, if you're getting some, then that automatically means that I may have less and I don't really want to risk it. So I need you to do, and that's basically what, if we're going to find fraud, we don't look at, because I'm waiting for people to be arrested if we found fraud. I don't want to just say we found it. You know what I mean? I want to say we found them and then we arrest. Ain't nobody been arrested.
Yeah. And this is why.
Remember at the end of COVID, we found all of those companies, the fraud, they actually got prosecuted. So when we find fraud, you're supposed to, but we keep saying that we found so much fraud. I'm just waiting for, well, when are we going to arrest some people? But we ain't arrested no people because we probably.
And that is why she is the hair oracle and I am Key Lolo. Y'all see the difference here. This is why we have this particular podcast, and this is why we have Auntie Dr. Joy, because it's
We need some
stressful, you
energy.
know. It's stressful, and we need to learn how to find some balance, in our lives with everything that's going on, and we can't lose focus of what we want to do in our lives, just on a daily basis with whatever that is. We want to make sure that you can get it, and the best way to do it, if you work in the barber and beauty industry, is for sure is to add us to your milieu of
That's right.
entertainment, of information. We definitely want to be in your roster of podcast or information.
That's right.
Content, so you can get that here, and that's what we do here on Planet Pluto Pseudo, is we help get out the right information and have healthy dialogues, and we bring wonderful guests on. Like I said, we're going to have Auntie Dr. Joy, who is going to help us with some of the stress situation. We got our homegirl LB is in the chat as well, and thank you everybody. Y'all come on in, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new, please subscribe. By the time you finish listening to learning from Auntie Dr. Joy, you will be thoroughly impressed. Also, just a few little shout outs about what's going to be happening during the month of July. So next week we're going to begin our series on nails. Remember, cosmetology is hair, skin, and nails, and this platform is about the barber and beauty industry, and nails are a part of our industry. And so we're going to have experts come on and talk about the business of nails, the nail care, and the art of nails. And I think that picture pretty much captures all three topics. And we're going to start off with the business.
Yes.
The business of nails. We're going to bring in the one and only. If you do nails and you don't know who this young lady is, her name is Macy Dunbar, then you're probably not doing nails. She's like the Oprah, the God, the Oracle. She is the nail. Macy is such the nail. She is such the nail guru that they even named nail polishes after her. Now, you're doing some nails. Her career is so illustrious. If nails are your thing, then you are going to be thoroughly impressed with Maisie Dunbar. She is someone who I met her on Capitol Hill. I did. I was invited to Capitol Hill to lobby for education. And guess who was there? Maisie and my dear friend Millie. She's a nail tech out of Cleveland. Well, she's retired now. So she introduced me to Maisie, and we were inseparable. She's from Liberia. And hey, check this out, LB. She's gonna fix me Liberian bologna sandwiches. She can cook.
Man.
When I tell you she can cook like a that girl,
throwing it down.
She fine, but she is the nail care extraordinaire. So if you are into nails, then you do not want to miss Miss Maisie Dunbar. She has a skincare product. I could go on for days about Maisie. Got me hooked up with Essence magazine. Maisie put me on the map. Okay, so we know some people. Tell them, Cheryl.
We know some people.
We know. So y'all think all we do is hair, but we do more. As a matter of fact, you guys would be surprised to know that before I became a cosmetologist, I was a nails person. I actually was more into listen, I could lay some nails out. Chrissy could tell you, man, listen. When I was in elementary school, I polished nails so flawless. On the ride to school on the yellow bus, they used to bet, could I polish the nails and not get any polish on the skin? And they used to bet. This is the truth. Ask Chrissy, she'll tell you the big yellow. I'm talking about I was down. Y'all see my nails being on flick. I got ugly toes. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't put my toes up there. I got ugly toes. But anywho, hey, I'm just telling the truth according to proof. So Maisie Dunbar is definitely going to help us kick off this series. And we have some other wonderful, lovely nail techs who's going to help us talk about, learn a little bit more about nails. And then also when we come back on Monday, Our July series starts us off with what has the natural hair movement taught us about um, the big chop, like cutting our hair. So we're going to start that first topic off with the actual big chop. We're going to have some funny videos and we're going to do some critiquing and help you guys understand about cutting hair. Savannah, the shear master, boy, she really did. Oh
Man, she
gosh. Man, don't forget to follow Savannah the Sheer Master over on Instagram. She is the bomb .com.
yes,
And
she
I
is.
think that's all of our cool stuff that we got. Oh, let's not forget Beauty Under One Roof, right? It's almost
Yeah,
time
it's
for
going
that. We got a couple more
down.
months.
That's right. It's going down. We
Yeah, it's
got to
coming
write
on
that
up.
flyer.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna try to get Erica on here before this time happens. I get my ticket too. But in the meantime, are you guys ready for Auntie Dr. Joy? There she is. We're gonna have a wonderful discussion about how not to be sluggish at work. We need to get more energy. How do you just woosah? Because man, oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And I don't know if we all are really understanding, what's about to happen as the years go on. So we gotta learn how to get some energy and how to stay, afloat so we don't look. Here's my granddaughter. Check this out.
Oh my, full.
Do we want to look like that? She was like, she was so angry. She did not like her breakfast this morning. So
She didn't
Auntie
like.
Dr. Joy, she
She
did
didn't
not
like.
like it.
She
She
didn't like.
had she had cottage cheese. She had some avocado, some smashed, blueberries and some and she had some strawberries. She was like, no, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Okay. All right. So anyhow, let's get ready. Auntie Joy is going to be coming back up in a minute. There she is. And let's get this
Come on, let's go.
topic going. We're going to be talking about how to not be sluggish at work. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we ask you to do when we bring on wonderful guests. We ask you to take that left hand and that right hand, put them together, and let's welcome the one and only Auntie Dr.
Thank you.
What's
How's she coming in with the skillet? Oh my God. Oh my God. What is that? That looks absolutely delicious. Get your
that
questions
bomb?
ready if you're
Pie.
stressed. If
That
you're
pie is
stressed about
crazy.
work, you're stressed about your kids, maybe your fat stomach, whatever you're stressed about. Auntie Dr. Joy is going to answer our questions tonight on how to not be sluggish, be it in your mind, like I said, your stomach or whatever. Auntie Dr. Joy, you told us that you had a birthday. So Cheryl and I, we
Somebody
want to
had a
say happy birthday
birthday
to
to you.
ya.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to
Drop
you.
them happy birthday emojis in the chat.
Oh,
Oh, shoot now.
say
There she
birthday.
is.
Oh,
There she goes. She's showing out. That's Auntie Dr. Joy.
Right.
All right.
Gotta
So
get which 71.
all right, 71. Look at that.
71.
Gotta
And let
get
me just say,
5.
and what?
Yes.
And it's what now? What'd you say? You said
120. We gotta get to 25 years. That's the least we should live. 125 up to 150. So we got to get ready. You girls are looking very young, like teenagers, right?
Well, I'm not moving like you. I got makeup on. I need to look like you naturally. I don't need to be wearing this war paint. I need to be looking like Auntie Dr. Joy. What's going on? What's going on? We see y'all coming on in. What's happening? What's happening? Welcome again. We are 89 episodes in, and our topic tonight is how to not to be sluggish at work. And Auntie Dr. Joy, can we just start off by you giving your expert opinion on how do we actually like become sluggish? Like we think it's our work or this all this news that we're getting that's causing us stress. But are there some other secret things that's causing us to be sluggish that we just may not be aware of besides bad news?
Right. So let's start with a few basics. The first basic, let's say we're going to start at night. What time do you go to bed? Go to bed with an empty stomach. You see, stomach needs to be flat, but the point is it should be empty.
Really? Oh, I like to nibble at night. Shoot.
No. The belly
Okay.
is empty. So you would have eaten your last meal like 4 hours back if it included anything but other than fruit. Fruit, 4 hours back, it would have been finished in a few minutes on the clock. But however,
Sure, are you taking notes?
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
You see my damn aunt? Shit, you think I'm gonna let my aunt beat me?
What's up, Eleanor? We about to learn. Let me get my notes. Cheryl ain't about to get out on me. She already got out on me about P. Diddy. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got my notes. Okay, so you can't eat at night.
No.
empty.
Okay.
So eat
Empty stomach.
the best sleep. Then after so a meat dinner took 4 hours to digest. A carbohydrate dinner took 3 hours to digest before your belly is empty. And a fruit meal would have taken 30 minutes, but you would have had to put it into an empty stomach. And so you always spend to put about 4 hours between them. But you have to put it together right. It's meat with vegetables, starch with vegetables, fruit with fruit, like that. And you never drink and eat. So then those are the rules. So if you don't remember,
now, why can't you drink and eat? My mom used to tell us to not do that. But people still look at me funny. I don't know how people do it, but why can't we drink and eat?
well, simply
Because the people say you gotta rinse it down.
well, no, particles of food. It's almost like this picture here. It's particles of food in a lot of liquid. But in order for the food to digest and break down, the enzymes that came over from the pancreas had to get to the food and start breaking it down. It's got to turn this food into blood. So, but if you got a lot of liquid in there, it dilutes those digestive enzymes. And the poor little pancreas has over time, keep producing enzymes because, we got to get enough to break it down. So protein need a certain enzyme. Carbohydrates require a different enzyme.
Really?
Fruit almost digests itself. So we're not putting all these different food. Fruit would be totally, I'm going to use the word pissed off if it has to wait 4 hours before it could leave the stomach. And so you would always put fruit in the stomach by itself. 30 minutes is out, unless it was some watermelon that only takes 5-10 minutes to digest. Okay. And then it's gone. It's like you got the washed clothes out of the wash machine. But if you put meat and, let's suppose you ate something and it was meat and vegetables. It takes 4 hours. But what after 2 hours you dropped another piece of little snack in your stomach? It's
Guilty.
Stop. The whole process shut down. And so you're using a lot of energy unnecessary to digest.
So are you telling me that sluggishness can actually come from eating food?
Your stomach is always busy trying to digest some food. That's using up energy. You could have been doing something else with that,
What?
So we're not doing that. We're putting the right little foods on the plate. So I'm building this salad. I've got some pears here. I just seared the little pears in some ghee.
Seared the freaking pears?
And they are going to just make sure that whatever's in your stomach is going to get down there in your small intestine and get the heck out of there in the morning when it's time for you to detox. That's what pears do. They do it better than an apple every day, any day.
What? How many people knew that? If you knew that, pear emoji that pears are good, helping your body to break down food. Okay. Is it true that if you cook food, you kill the enzymes? Is that?
That is true. That is true. But you watch how we build this little salad out. Okay. It's going to be loaded with all kinds of raw enzymy stuff to, well, I guess we could start building on it as a matter of fact.
Now, again, if you are just joining us, this topic tonight, what's going on? I see you, Real Roots. Don't forget, check her out this Sunday at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube. All right. And then we got our de facto one and only producer. There she is, Esther T. Jones is in the chat. We're going to give her a big round of applause while Auntie Dr. Joy go ahead and get that salad going. All right. Now, take notes, guys.
Okay. So I've got walnuts in here.
Oh, your walnuts too?
Yes. And we
What is this?
We are roasting them. We're going to put a little bit of honey. That's what I'm doing right now. Put a little bit of honey. And I'll put some B12, some nutritional yeast on them. And so the B12 we know give us energy, right?
Now I am writing this recipe down and I'm going to put it in the chat in case you just joined us. She started off with some with that sauteed pears. What kind of pears were those? Any pears will do, or were those red pears, Bartlett pears? You know.
So I got red. Got the red. Let's look at them. This is key now. So we got a one and a nice yellow one here.
Okay, so you got.
So the key thing is to get them organic. Not just try to as often and as much as you can always buy organic.
Okay, so now what did you saute the pears in? By just their own juices, or was it some type of?
No, we did ghee. We clarified butter from grass-fed cows, and then we took the saturated fat away to leave it be like a vegetarian butter.
So you said ghee, right? Ghee, right?
Ghee. It's an Indian butter.
All right. So you can saute those pears in some ghee, and now she has some honey and walnuts. This is, guys, I've never cooked this before. So that fire's got to be pretty low, right? So honey.
Yeah. But so now we're gonna get some young baby greens. So we
some young baby greens sounds like money to me. Anybody else want to drop some money emojis in the chat? We are fixing a wonderful salad, and it's all about how to not be sluggish. And she just told us that if we eat late at night, oh my God, I'm such a night snacker.
Are you horrible at night?
I do. Who else eats at night? Don't leave me hanging, y'all. Come on, this is a podcast. Am I the only person who likes to eat?
I can probably say I don't have many ailments or anything like that. Never have, because I was never a food night eater. And they said most diseases are heightened with full stomachs at night.
Yeah, I like to eat like peanuts and I'm a snacker. I like popcorn. Well, I'm not a every now and then, but I definitely like to eat like peanuts and walnuts at night. Oh gosh.
Yeah, because you do eat the walnuts. Well, I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I do. I eat at night. I can't believe I haven't had potato chips in a long time because Auntie Dr. Joy making me feel guilty, so I can't eat those that much no more. I don't do that too much. You eat popcorn at night? Okay, I'm not the y'all was making me feel real bad. Okay, but Auntie Dr. Joy said we got to stop that because that meat takes 4 hours, and I don't eat meat at night. I used to do cereal. Remember the Grum Belly? Remember that commercial, the Grum Bellies? She says, Eleanor says, I'm a serious night eater because she suffers from insomnia. So that's a good one. Will this help us let's talk a little bit about insomnia and staying up late and.
Oh, the thing. Which one came first?
Whoop, your phone, your microphone is breaking up. Say it
Go
again.
ahead and say it again.
Which one came first? The insomnia or the full belly and having the digestive system not be clear? We're busy taking care of food in the belly. So if your stomach has food in it, it's hard to just shut it down. Does that make sense?
It's causing what? Because we do know that the gut, which is the whole thing, including the stomach, if there is some issues there, right?
Yeah.
It could cause it does in part and parcel cause insomnia.
Right.
And if you only have insomnia, you're going to be tired through the whole. And she did have a hysterectomy.
She had
Yes.
So she's had constipation for quite a while in her lifetime.
She will respond, I'm sure.
Let's see. Ever we've been constipated. The hysterectomy tells me that you've been creating fibroids for quite a while. And so we got to get them out of there. And that's what we call a hysterectomy. And you see not pooping regularly because we ate and went to bed and the food digests. So, and likely you're not going to want breakfast in the morning time. Most of the people who don't eat breakfast, they say, oh, I don't eat breakfast. Why? Because you ate supper late. Your belly was full. You woke up in the morning and you forgot to turn the washing machine back on to finish the load. So in the morning, the belly is full, still got food in it. So you wouldn't want to eat right away because we got food left from supper sitting up in the belly. So,
but you said it takes 4 hours for the food to digest. So shouldn't your food have digested overnight if you ate it?
You shut the lights off. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
But in her case, she was up digesting food. She was just so it's time to go to bed, but she's not wanting to go to bed because she's got a belly full of food.
What about people that work late, like nurses and doctors and police officers? What would they? Their nighttime would be.
They have a lunch. They have a lunch hour. Their body's on a whole different clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is for hairstylists, guys. We're not working late. We don't get to get off. All right. Nail techs, barbers, hairstylists, makeup artists. She's talking to us. We don't get a pass.
Professionals.
Now, what's that?
This is some organic ground turkey. And it's with onions. And we're just going to top it off with something simple like some goat cheese.
Goat cheese. I heard Dr. John Henry Clark said goat cheese was the best cheese. Is that true?
It is. It's the only cheese I can eat. I'm an O negative, and that's the only cheese I can eat. Is goat.
Okay, we got a question in the chat. While you're doing that, right quick.
That's the only cheese I can eat is goat. I cannot eat anything else. It constipates me. It does not agree. Goat cheese doesn't harm me at all.
The question is, how late should we be eating then?
Okay. Well, I'm going to say 7 is a good time. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. But look, 6. 6 is better because why?
But we at work now. Come on now, Auntie Dr. Joy. Now,
then you should have your dinner. You got it. Excuse me. Everybody don't know this. I'm gonna tell Kilolos, but she's got a nice little office. Nice office.
But I got people. I'm working at 6 o'clock.
And she has a nice area in the back.
Oh, that do look good.
Look, so we some toast. We put a
Why
little.
you got it? Why you got it all dressed up? Okay, so let's get through the recipe right quick, guys. Let me just repeat that right quick. Let me know if I missed something, Auntie Dr. Joy. Now,
You did.
this salad is how to not be sluggish. You're going to start off with some organic sauteed pears using ghee. You're going to saute some honey, your walnuts with some honey. You're going to, cook you some ground turkey with some little onions. And then you're going to have some goat cheese. And I see some filled greens, but there's no dressing on that salad. That's very interesting. So no salad on that, no dressing on that salad.
You cut it and cut it. You really don't need it. You could squeeze a little bit of honey to get you. See, honey is when you get the honey. That is.
What about dates? Could you put one or two dates in there?
Mm-hmm. This is a raw, unfiltered honey. You got to get a honey that's saying something like that.
Okay.
I never know you could do honey as a dressing, but it can happen. Okay.
Yeah, but what about a little balsamic or some lemon juice with some honey?
That's all you need. You don't need anything else. And so, but just go low. I'm teaching people to make a salad dressing out of red wine vinegar.
Oh my God, it's delicious.
Now, how would this all give us energy? Can you break that down? How what you just made will give us energy?
The first reason why it gives you energy, it's
what your fault. You broke up. Repeat that again.
It's put together properly.
Right food combinations is what you're saying.
Right food combination.
Write that down, K. Lolo. The right food combination.
I might start that as a food product line.
If you start that as a habit, you will not be gaining weight. You will be losing weight.
Every time you come out, I just feel so guilty. Okay.
Okay. Practice for years. I'm going to take it back at least to age 19 when I first learned about eating healthy. Mm-hmm. You've got to have the vegetables. You can eat it with meat, protein, and starchy foods. That's vegetables. But that's the only food that goes across all the lines. Now, except fruit. Now, fruit, you have to eat fruit alone. So we got that.
You can't put fruit in salads?
Well, certain ones.
For example, oh yeah, like your pears.
That's okay. Food combination.
We've got live sprouts here.
Yeah.
I want everybody to get into. Look at that. This jar is a screen jar. This has mung beans in the bottom. So what we're going to do to make those sprouts is very simple.
Oh, you're going to make your own sprouts?
That's what we've been doing, and it's addictive. So we're just going to let this water sit in here overnight. And then you're going to do what? We got to pour it out.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that everybody paid attention to something. Okay? Because my aunt's a food nerd and I'm a hair nerd. Okay, so now the same thing happens to your hair when you put water on it. It triggers the sprouting. And the opposite happens when you put water on your hair. It wants to go back curly because the water is a trigger. That's why you guys hear me say water is a trigger, because it triggers the release and softens and opens the skin and sprouts out. But that's all you have to do is put the bean in the water, and then then you have what we call. And what would you call those sprouts?
These are mung bean sprouts.
Is that M-U-N-G, mung?
N-G. But let me tell you about these sprouts. They say we use 10% of our brain. These mung bean sprouts take us up to 100%. How you like that?
How you spelling that?
How you gonna like yourself then? So you go buy you some mung beans, M-U-N-G, M-U-N-G. And these are mung beans. And you could even sprout them. And so now about the third day, so the first day you soak them overnight, and then you will empty all the water off. And you would there's some cute little gadgets. You guys, if you go on Amazon and look up sprouting tools.
Yeah, they have the cutest damn things. You can just and put them
one,
on your salads, and you have your own sprouts.
Yeah, the one I like the best is a lid to go on your jar that you already have, and it sits with another little tray, and you just flip the jar upside down. Now, the water only soaks on the bean for 10 to 12 hours or 8 to 12 hours. Now, it never sits that long again. But at twice a day, up to 3 times a day, you run the water on them and let it sit for 1 minute. 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute in the evening. Second day, 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute in the evening. Third day, 1 minute in the morning, 1 in the evening. Well, by that time, they are almost at the height of potency. They'll be up there for about 2 days. That 4th day and 5th day, oh my God, the beautiful thing, they even put a little leaf on them. They're so cute.
And this is your mung beans, correct?
Yes.
Now,
So,
I have dropped, by the way, I put a asterisk on the recipe, okay, for the how to not be sluggish at work recipe. So that is in there. You can make this at home, and she's breaking down how this is going to give us energy. And of course,
yes,
we can't eat after 6, 7 at the latest, but she said 6 is the ideal.
right. Because
I can prove it. Let me just say this. I am a living testament. What I did was, and I tested it about 15 years ago. Okay. I wanted to lose, I would say 12 pounds, right? I
Sure, you was
really,
not fast, so shut up. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I'm like Monique. I can't stand
no.
this.
And let me just say this. And I'm about 5 to 6 out of that I need to lose. You know what I mean? Because if you're going for a certain look. Now, but my point is, Luana, I'm telling you, it works. So this is what I did. I didn't really change a lot, but I changed those food combinations. I had to take that bread out. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to take that bread out. So instead of eating like burritos and all that, if I wanted to do, let's say I did a tostada, black beans, the sprouts and everything. However, that's 6 o'clock. That's 6 o'clock. And that body says, okay, this heifer's trying to change her fuel system. She's trying to change it from glucose to fat. Okay. So the body said, okay, I did it. I stuck to it. Right. And so I did about 6 laps in the evening and did nothing in the tank. Next, drank a whole bunch of water about right before I got up so I can flush out whatever. Right. Then I did 6 laps in the morning. And then I ate a regular lunch without the bread. And I just repeated it. 2 weeks. I had dropped that 12, baby. That shit just went shoo, shoo, shoo. You actually were shrinking before your eyes, your very eyes. Go ahead, Auntie.
okay, now look, that water, let me tell you, don't be jealous, because tomorrow morning you can start your weight loss program. When you want to get up, it's time to get up, and you go in the kitchen and you get your cutest little stainless steel pot, and you get your water and you put it in there. And how much water are you going to put in there? Up to 32 ounces if you're a big girl, but you 24 ounces in there. Okay.
Ooh. You put.
So this is 16 ounces. This and at least a half more. Get it and go. Remember, we talked. You guzzle it all down. It hits your stomach. Now you didn't put anything in it, and then go to the small intestines within minutes. Then it go to the large intestines, and it's over here on your ascending colon, and it's coming on up, baby. It's in the transverse colon, and it's going on down. And pretty soon you have to get up. Go pee. And here you go. Something else is going to happen too. And you think you're going to go still some more sleep. Oh no, I got to go back. And then you thought you were going to steal some more sleep. Darn. Before you hit that shower, you've been in that toilet 3 times.
I want to testify. I did that. And I was just going to say, don't be trying to run late. You can't be running late for work, guys. If you do that, you have to give yourself time so that you can get on the toilet and do what you need to do. Okay. She's telling the truth.
No doubt.
You try to hold the poop in. What is that called? Stress. Oh my God.
That's that insomnia. That's that insomnia.
Now, are there any? Now that we have a wonderful recipe. It's called the How to Not Be Sluggish at Work salad. Now, what about any supplements that we can take? Can something give us a boost of energy if we need a little? Like we don't want to drink coffee, or like what's that caffeine? I don't drink coffee, but no. There are a lot of people that are trying to shake, caffeine and coffee.
I'm just saying, y'all. This is my coffee in the morning. 100% cacao. I take some mushroom coffee. I take the mushroom.
Let me put this in while Cheryl's talking. Go ahead, Cheryl. 100%. Can you spell cacao right quick?
COA.
CACOA.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, CACOA. Okay. So you have cacao.
I put cacao. I put the mushroom. Okay. Right. Now,
is this all like 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, or
I put a tablespoon each?
Okay, 1 teaspoon or tablespoon.
No, I'll be honest. I put a teaspoon of cacao because cacao is potent, and then a tablespoon and a half of the mushroom. Okay. I'll put a little black pepper, a little cayenne, and I'm generous with the cinnamon. Very generous with the cinnamon. So I got my mushroom coffee, my cacao, a little bit of black pepper because you want the cacao. This is a good energy. And you got the cayenne, the black pepper, and the clove. I mean, in the cinnamon, baby. And you put a little 100% organic, a little bit of coconut oil, and then you put your creamer. Man, shit. You won't even be hungry. The cacao and the mushrooms took care of that hunger, took all them craving for all that bullshit. You know what I mean? And you just full of energy. And then don't screw it up with a bunch of carb because you're gonna feel sleepy. You're gonna want to take that nap. The nap is good, but if you're taking a bad nap, what they call it, a glycemic nap. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
what it is, you just don't eat any carbs. Is that right?
What'd you say?
What would cause you to be sleepy if you add some carbs?
No, well, I'm talking about bread carbs.
Well, right.
I'm not talking about the fruit carb. I'm not talking about that because you don't get a glycemic sleep.
What type of cream do you use? Just
I would use like an almond silk.
Okay.
But because the mushroom coffee already has a buttery, sweet kind of taste, you can put a little honey. My aunt sent me some bee pollen. Because coffee doesn't necessarily just have to be bullshit coffee. Oh my God, what is that turkey tail?
This is maitake.
Oh my God.
This is the maitake. It looks like that turkey tail, doesn't
it? It does, yes, it does.
So
and remember, Miss Eleanor, I think you could use probably some lion's mane.
Oh, lion's mane.
All right. So there is the recipe to make an alternative to your black, what's that stuff people be drinking, espresso or whatever that is that you like.
It's 10 times better than
All right.
espresso.
And it will give you a little energy boost. So we've got a nice little liquid drink, and then we have a nice how to not be sluggish at work salad that's in
That's
the
my
chat.
energy. That's better than Red Bull. That's better than any of those synthetic.
Are there certain foods that we can eat behind the chair that can give us a little burst of energy, especially like because sometimes at work, you know, you get stressed, you run behind schedule. What can we take or eat or munch on that just kind of wake us back up, you know?
Well, this is my favorite right here now. So this is a mitochondria pill. It's a capsule. Before you leave the house, if you take 3 of these babies, you will go probably from 9 in the morning to 8, 9 at night easily with a perfect attitude. Your mental health, your emotions are going to be off the chain.
I bought some from Auntie Dr. Joy, and
Are you
I am taking
3?
Yeah, no, I'm still taking 2.
Okay.
But she said we could do 3, but I do 2.
Yes. So then try you 3 one day. Okay.
Well, I mean, it was working, so you know. Plus, I'm a little cheap. You know, I'm a little Scorpio.
Oh, yeah, Scorpios cheat.
No,
Cheap.
change that T as in Tom to a P as in Paul.
When was that?
Yeah, no. Admittingly, I'm terribly cheap. I need to get it together. But anywho, I bought some, and I have the oil that I squeeze. It's so bitter. God, dog, that stuff is bitter. And then I have the cream. So yes.
Okay.
But I have to say I'm quite fascinated with B12 these days.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have our salad, we have our alternative to coffee. What else? We got about 15 more minutes. What else can we do to not be sluggish at work? We got to drink our hot water in the morning. We got to not eat after. That means I cannot eat after this podcast. I guess as my mother would say, take your little ass to bed, huh?
That's right. Get a glass of water and take your ass to bed.
Damn. I had some peanuts, man. I was gonna smash my little walnuts.
And
Empty.
What blood type are you now?
I'm sorry?
What blood type are you? I
am A positive.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're jealous of this. Girl, don't be jealous. She's the only one that can have peanuts. But you
sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Ooh. Maybe that's why I'm so nutty.
No, O negatives. The only one I can eat is walnuts.
That you can eat what?
Walnuts.
Well, Real Ruth says she can't. You can't eat your watermelon. Girl, give me that watermelon. Tonight is our last night. Tomorrow night, don't do it. Real Ruth says she's O positive. Now remember,
the moles, boy. The moles is that's the oldest blood type. The moles.
A lot of O positives jumping in the chat. Okay.
Yeah. I'm O negative, but I
okay. Now, what else are you doing to help us get how to not be sluggish? Is where we're at, guys. We hope you're getting it so far.
Wake up the brain.
What is that?
That is I'm gonna go ahead and cut my pot off. This is cilantro. Just keep it.
Oh, I love cilantro.
So let me tell you what we're doing. If you look here, what we got going on, I've got some black beans, okay, and I've got some fresh cut non-GMO corn, and I got a little surprise now. So before we go, everybody's going to want to know this is.
That's an ugly fruit.
Let me show you another one here. This ugly, isn't it? Whoa. And
that's like a guy I used to date a long time ago.
This is the most.
You sure is ugly. Okay, y'all. Tell me stop acting goofy.
I just gotta let you think about it.
Oh my God!
Sour sop.
soursop.
Oh, you go, Eleanor. She called it. I thought that was the other. You better go, Eleanor. Let me give you a round of applause with your bad
Eleanor know
ass.
her.
Okay?
She know
Eleanor
her.
know her stuff. I'm like, what the
She
fuck?
know
These
her
are
ugly.
baloney.
She know
I'm
her
like,
ugly ass fruit.
Eleanor, I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? Now, where would you get that
At your farmer's market here in
at?
Cleveland.
Okay, sour sop. Okay, they make drinks out of that, right?
Yes, they do. And sea moss and soursop.
Yeah, when I was in the Gambia, everything was sour sop. I was like, okay, but I never saw it. It just tastes good.
Yes.
Thanks, Eleanor.
We
It sure is ugly, but okay.
We just put some salt, some Celtic sea salt on
Oh
this
yeah,
organic tomato.
absolutely delicious.
And
She's still rapping. She's getting this together.
we're gonna crack a little bit of pepper here because this is that little lunch you can take with you. Okay, or for breakfast.
Look, this is a lunch you eat.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when I make this salad, when we come back, I'm gonna have that salad and I'm gonna be eating it.
Right.
Almond flour.
What you talking about, Willis?
She gonna put that in a wrap. You
Well,
eat it like
but we all want to lose weight. See, we got to get all this skin tight right here, and we got to get belly here. We want.
I'm not showing my stomach on national TV. Now I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm not Auntie. What?
Well, no.
So that's okay. Okay, hold on.
Before we do that, let's put in the protein that's equal to meat. Who knows what this is?
All right, Eleanor, what's that?
Hi, Eleanor. What is that?
That's bring it close to the camera.
It's,
that look like some What
this is
that?
Black and white quinoa.
Quinoa. Okay.
So
they put that in smoothies, right? Quinoa?
No. So we are going to put it right on top of what?
The quinoa.
Yeah. So we just had 2 ears of fresh corn and it's non-GMO. Now this bowl right here.
Well, that's a bowl.
This is for you.
So quinoa, black beans, not NGO corn, and cilantro.
And maitake mushrooms.
And the maitake mushroom.
I got a niece named Maitake. Okay.
Maitake. And where is the topper? So what grows hair?
Fat.
Yes. And we've got that best little fat right.
She putting the Mexicans to shame. All right. Okay.
Omegas.
I love avocados. Well, that could be pretty good. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be. I wish you could eat it tonight.
Oh,
now
man.
Now you're gonna put that in the refrigerator and you can smash that tomorrow, right?
Right. That would make them
just can't overnight it.
So that's
gonna be awesome. We put, you see that, it's just, think about it. It's just gonna, in the morning you got that big, nice, oh my goodness.
The gut is empty. You had it empty all night. You had one little great cup of mushroom coffee with the cacao, curcumin, the cayenne.
That does look good. Okay. All right. Oh, they want to see it. They said they can't see it. Can you show it? Bring it up. There it is. Now repeat that recipe. Again, I'm going to type it in there. Cheryl, it was black beans,
black beans,
organic corn,
non-GMO organic corn.
Gotta know. I just put it together here in this skillet.
Yeah, and you don't even cook with high heat, so you don't kill the enzymes.
Corn, and that was cilantro.
Okay,
right?
maitake
And then she had
mushroom.
maitake
Okay.
mushroom, and then she had quinoa. How do you spell quinoa?
Q-U-I-A.
Q-U-Q-U-O-N.
Well, it's quinoa.
Okay.
Quinoa.
Q-U-I.
Noa.
People usually probably mispronounce his color.
It's either the O or the I.
You know what? Right, quinoa.
It's Quinoa. We're
Right.
gonna.
Okay.
But you see all the colors.
Wow. Yeah, you got the yellow, red,
What was
brown,
that red? What was red? Oh, that was the
tomato.
mushroom? Oh,
That's
tomato.
Red are
I
tomatoes,
need,
and you
okay, I
only
missed the tomatoes.
start on the tomatoes. Then we've the now. But really think
You know what, Auntie? I'm an O negative, so tomatoes don't.
We have another question.
Oh,
Dr. Joy, what are your thoughts about ice cream for dessert?
well, what was I? It can't be regular ice cream. That will
What's it?
cause you to go into disease city. So what do you do? If you want ice cream, just make the best. Cheryl said it a minute ago. You could put your sun sours up there, but if you get the sea moss, okay, the Irish sea moss is so simple to make it. You
Now,
know,
this is a non-dairy ice cream.
yes. So you get the sea moss and wash it up, and then let it sit in warm water for about 20 minutes, and then you throw that into the blender. Okay, you got to wash it how many times? 6, 7, 8 times. And then put it in warm water. Sit it in the warm water. What I do is I always once I've got it washed really good, I put it in the pint jar and I pour the warm water in here on it. And I let it bring it all the way to the top. And then I take it and I will then put it in the blender and let the blender cream it out. Now, put it in the refrigerator and it'll solidify. So now we're ready to make ice cream. How are we going to do it? Okay. The best way,
Lemon.
what you say, lemon?
Mm-hmm.
And then we need honey or dates. Let's get about 4 dates. And we need some nuts. Now, the best nut for energy, I'm going to say, and strength, because you got to blow dry that hair all day long, right?
Do all the cutting, and then you got the clippers and this and that. Boom, boom, boom.
So it's hemp seeds or hemp kernels. Whip your bee pollen. And you will do that all day long and not get tired. Okay?
And this is your ice cream, right?
Now, wait a minute. Let's get it right. We could have here's 4 things you're choosing from: black seed, hemp seeds, bee pollen, and spirulina. So
And all this goes into the ice cream, right?
You could just put 2. So if the color isn't crazy, and I would berry, like a strawberry or a blueberry. Okay. Put some nuts. What you did now.
What kind of nuts?
I love the walnuts and I love the almonds, because the almonds is going to make sure that these joints don't give out. Circulation.
There's some strange ice cream here, but okay. I'm just telling you.
Let me ask you a question, Auntie. I'm gonna put something on out there, and y'all check me. I'm saying, give us a recipe for beetroot ice cream, because beets are naturally sweet.
We got like 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes for her beet ice cream.
Nature's candy. So let's get the beet ice cream together. Okay. We already know that beets will kill pancreatic cancer, the baddest one out there. So let's just get us a nice, pretty beet. And we could cut it. We got a blender now. And we're gonna cut it in 4 pieces at least. And we'll just
one last thing. After you put all this stuff together in the previous ice cream, you just blend it all back up, right? When you add the honey, the hemp seeds, the bee pollen, the strawberries, walnuts, or almonds, you re-blend it back up, right?
so
And put it back in the freezer, right?
okay, yes. See,
Okay.
here's you can make it where it could be cold and ready right then. You could put a little ice, okay? But because I'm not gonna have time for you to put it back in there. I'm gonna be ready to eat that ice cream, aren't you? This
One quick question before we go. Eleanor wants to know, is there a difference in the cherry tomatoes versus the larger versus Roma? Like, what's the difference and what's the best tomato? That's a good one.
so
Very.
It's a good one. Thanks.
okay, Cheryl, I may need your help. My
Yes.
thing, I'm always going organic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's blood type O's are the only ones that can eat them. So if you're not an O, don't go big on tomatoes. If you look at a tomato and cut it open, oh, this is like my heart in here. It's got the different chambers in it. Okay. But
Let me say this. Right. Let me help you out, Auntie. When I went to the doctor, he actually knew because he took my blood and he put it on the screen. The homeopathic doctor, and he put it on, and he told me what I ate. He says you have a great immune system. He said, but these little cells here that to each other. He said that is your DNA saying that it didn't like something. Okay, and it's fighting it. And he says, I guarantee you,
Somebody's hitting their mic.
and I guarantee you, it's tomatoes. He says, and if you have arthritis that in your family genome, it's not a good thing. Now, the difference is big tomatoes are hybrids. The only natural tomato are the cherry ones. That when they come on a vine. You want them to come on a vine. Vine tomatoes when they grow linear. He says, I don't know the ones that are on tall trees. But I will say cherries are better. The smaller, the grape, they call it cherry or grape, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like to eat that as a snack every now and again. I'm not a tomato lover, but I will eat some every now. But I like the cherry best.
It's supposed to be purple, dark red, or they can just as long as they're the little cherry ones and the grape ones. They call them grapes or cherries. There you go. Not them Roman and all of that. Hybrids.
Yeah, I don't like them. But these are little organic cherry ones.
Those are the ones, Eleanor. Right there.
This is what you want. Okay.
Right. Put a little Himalayan salt on.
Yeah, I love beets too. Yeah, I'm a beet lover. Okay, we got 5 more minutes. Can we get that beet ice cream recipe in 5 minutes?
And we're gonna put out a prize. We need somebody to come back next time and tell us how did it go.
I'm gonna try the how to not be sluggish at work salad. Somebody else can try one of the other recipes. We want the beet ice cream recipe before we go. Can you do it in 5 minutes?
Yes.
All right, here we go, guys. Beet ice cream. This is Cheryl's favorite.
Okay.
I love the circulation.
Need to have something creamy. Well, guess what that can be? We can grow long hair from seaweed. Get rid of all this radiation from the cell phones and the microwaves by putting in first what? Some
beets.
Sea moss.
I'll start your beet ice cream with sea moss. Okay.
Creamy. Okay. So put 4 tablespoons in the blender. We're just going to make it for maybe 2 servings. Now let's nice size beet, and cut it into 4 sections. Drop it in the blender. Drop you 4 dates in there. Take the pits out, please. Okay. Now we got we got our beets. We didn't even peel the beet. We just took the ends off and did the vegetable brush and got it all clean and cut it in 4 pieces and put it in there. And we put the dates. Now we need a little bit of liquid, just a little bit. How much liquid we need?
How many dates?
4, at least 4. We may do 5. We could do 4 dates and a little bit of honey. Just put 4 dates and a tablespoon or so of honey. Of that. See, the bees go, we're all gone. We out of here. So
if the bees go, we're all gone.
They're all gone. Forget it.
And you said add a little bit of water?
You're going to put a little bit of water. Now, probably the next best thing to put in here, I would say, we got the thickener from the sea moss. We need one more thickener. If you got to work hard and you want to play hard for the day while you're working, you could put the hemp in there, a couple of tablespoons.
Hemp seeds?
Hemp seeds. But you could put some flax seed. It thickens it up. But before you get to some of that, like the hemp and the flax, go ahead and put just a little bit of water. Maybe this is like 1/2 cup. You never want to put more than that. And so you are now going to blend the beet down with the sea moss. Okay. And once you get it blend down and smooth, if you don't mind a little coconut oil, oh yes. If you wouldn't mind some coconut oil, water, and nuts. What nut would you put in there? You know what? I would put me at least 10 almonds. Did you get that? You know, mayonnaise is creamy and thick. How do you make mayonnaise? Water, oil, nuts. That's it. Oil, water, nuts. You put water in there.
Good oil, y'all.
Now, once you add the coconut oil and almonds, you blend that again till it's smooth again?
You can just blend it one time. Just blend it up real good. You got a good blender. You don't have a...
Most people don't have a blender.
Yeah, right. You go to Walmart and get a cheap one. Get that.
Okay, so get you a nice blender. All right, now I'm dropping. Is that the end of that recipe before I hit enter?
Hey, that's it. Hey.
All right. Now, do you put that in the freezer, right? Place in the freezer.
Don't get a little drop of natural vanilla. And
y'all can always see. Y'all can always view this again, I'm sure.
It's gonna be nice.
That last recipe is great for circulation, great for tendons, great for circulation, great of keeping the blood flow in your lower back, because soreness and stiffness comes from lack.
Okay, we have 2 questions, and that recipe is in the chat. The first question is, will peaches help with constipation? That's the first, and then the second one is, what's an alternative if you are allergic to nuts?
Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Nobody's allergic to almonds. You just been constipated too long. You need a good cleaning out, and you'll be able to eat almonds. Everyone can have almonds, and really everybody can have walnuts. But if you've been a little constipated along your lifetime, you got junk in your trunk. You got waste and toxins there. So when you put something in there.
So an almond and a walnut is not a nut? Is that what you're saying?
No, they are.
They are.
They are welcomed by everyone. I'll give you a good example. My cousin could not eat shrimp. Her throat would close up. We have people on here that probably can't eat seafood.
Shellfish. Yeah, shellfish. Mm-hmm.
But what we did a big cleaning out. You know, your gut is made like this. We took a lot of fiber. It pulled everything out of the pockets into the thoroughfare. And then we took something with a lot of fiber that scrubbed the colon. And then we came back with pushers and pushed all of it out. Now she's clean. Cheryl's dad came to Atlanta, made shrimp, She couldn't eat shrimp. And he had a sauce wouldn't wait to go with it.
Yeah.
And who ate more shrimp than anybody? That cousin.
Man,
And never,
I'm just kidding.
you see what I'm saying? It was awesome.
All right. Okay. The next question. Will peaches help with constipation? And then we'll be wrapping this up. Okay.
Okay, the peaches
Will peaches help with constipation? I don't know where it was up here
are
somewhere, but it's
good
gone.
for constipation.
Okay, start all over. Ladosha was talking, Auntie. Go ahead.
Peaches are so good for constipation until you could go to the store and get some high C, HIC, which is a peach drink. And you drink enough of that, a good 16 ounces. Don't worry. You'll be gone.
So eat them peaches now. Remember, I told y'all if your name was Peaches growing up, you was a cute person.
If you
Anybody
can,
had a nickname Peaches, them was some cute girls, okay?
and if you can, organic.
Right.
Okay.
That's the key.
All right. Okay.
Always
All right. These are some great questions.
look for organic. Don't
Oh,
worry.
and make sure everything is. I'm sure by now you have learned from Dr. Joy. If you're not eating organic, get off the chat. Okay, she's telling us now. We got to eat. We have to eat. Okay, one more question. Okay, y'all they just gonna use you up, Dr. Joy. This is the last one. We're gonna let you go. What kind of? Oh, hold on. Let me just put it up here. Shoot. What kind of pushers along with fibers to clean the colon? I don't know what that means, but okay.
Okay. Don't eat the banana. It slows the colon down. But what pushes? Beets. Grate them. Remember the beet slaw? We grated a raw beet and
if you don't have okay, go ahead.
Beet and apple together, it just push everything in front of it. Get out of here. We coming through. We're going to push you right out of here. Okay, now, what was the question again?
Well, what's the fiber to clean it? Like, how do you clean your colon?
Okay, water will just drink that water every morning. They'll see it. There you go. Do the beet. Do just a pear. We have people that eat a pear every morning on the way to work, eat a pear every night, evening on the way back from work. And now all of a sudden you pooping all these 2, 3, 4 times a day.
And I do have that flaxseed, by the way, guys. That stuff is good.
Yeah. Plums.
Great.
Plums.
I forgot about plums.
Plums.
Eat figs. But let me tell you one that's excellent for this hair thing.
Are you mean like fig Newtons? We could eat fig Newtons?
No, the real fig.
Okay. So
shut up, Cheryl. You make me sick.
Well, 7 parts of okra. That okra will scrub your colon. But guess what it does? So, we're out here, you guys are doing these silicone treatments, right? This on the hair. Oh my goodness. You're getting.
Oh yeah. Let me just say this. Now that's back to that plantation shit right there. That's that plantation. Because okra makes slime, and it did make a great alternative, because I think okra is better than what am I trying to say? It's better than rice starch.
Oh.
Right. Asians use rice starch. Black people use okra. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's the last one. I'm sorry. We got to go, y'all. We can't keep it forever. What about aloe vera? Okay.
I knew somebody was gonna say that.
Okay, that's the last one. What about aloe? I got you, Eleanor. I ain't gonna leave you hanging, boo boo kitty. Give me my little Eleanor.
So look, let me tell you about the hairstylist and aloe. We were bringing the aloe in from Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And so the aloe, this hairstylist, you remember when we used to glue the hair from ear around to here and it would come down, right? So the hairstylist apparently had cancer, disappeared, but she would always send her husband in to get the aloe every month. And about 9 months went by, and here she comes. The hair is not glued in anymore. It's her hair. But she never quit taking the aloe.
You eat aloe?
It's the aloe.
Food. It's a food.
Powder form of the aloe, the root part of it. Okay. Now look, the aloe is the baddest. It cleans your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, your bladder, and definitely your colon.
Now let me ask you a question. To be honest with
you. Now, how do you consume aloe? I'm sorry, I've never.
At night on your way to bed.
You mean that slimy aloe?
No, this is a cap.
Just do the whole plant. Don't go in there trying to cut it open, get the gel, get the meat, and
look at my mom.
You get the skin too. You get the skin,
and you swallow it.
Look, the gel will clean your arteries out. Every part of that aloe is good.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I know we gotta go. Wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought you just put aloe on the burn. Now y'all I'm from the project. I'm from the project. Y'all leave me alone. Now,
aloe is a food. Aloe is a cactus.
I didn't know aloe was food.
From top to bottom is good.
But wait, how do you eat the aloe? I mean, how do you consume the aloe?
Like you would a green tomato, like green fried tomatoes. You can even put it in breadcrumbs. You can eat it.
Just cut it open and get.
I'd rather eat aloe than the okra. Ugh, I can't take the okra.
I love okra.
You can put whatever else you want in here. I've got.
See, Kai, I ain't the only one. Okay.
You put the aloe with some mint with water, and you could put it in the blender with a date. Now let's not forget that plums and prunes.
Prunes are plums. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's wonderful for that.
I thought prunes were great.
Esther,
oh Lord, I need to get my life together.
Esther. That's
too. Esther, I didn't even think of that. Esther, what's wrong, Esther? I have blonde in my hair. Esther, I do have blonde in my.
I can just hear. I can just hear Esther.
I love you, Esther. Come, Esther. Let me get a pass, Esther. I didn't even realize that.
Your section is aloe vera. You guys.
Look, I'm gonna see a bottle of Cape aloe. That's the real deal. That's gonna you totally out. Okay, got one coming.
I'm going to try to consume this aloe. I just want to see what it's like. I never knew that.
Okay. And remember,
I thought it was for burns. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No, remember your grandmother used to make aloe jelly.
Man, my grandma from the project. We ain't had aloe. We didn't know about aloe until we got out the project.
So
well, my aunt, she lived in the other projects. You know them new projects they had built.
Oh shit! Here we go. What you got going on?
This is aloe. This is aloe vera inner leaf juice.
Yes.
That must taste like poison.
It do.
You know what?
My mother used to make us drink it every day. My mother didn't buy bottled juice. She bought it from Ferraro's, this place that juiced everything, and she would buy 12 bottles at a time. That aloe vera juice was like torture.
I'm with you, Kai. I've never seen anybody eat an aloe in my life. I know they had that little drink with the aloe pieces. When I went to Jamaica, I was like, fine. It was awesome. I didn't like it.
Yeah, but look, what you don't like is going to save you and add years.
But it tastes like sugar slime, something.
Oh, with that, look. Okay, don't let nobody know you don't like slime.
Hey, Kai, did you hear what she just said? I can't take this podcast. Listen here, y'all.
I'm sorry. It's called 71.
Hey, Kai, come get me. Esther, y'all about to call 911. Did y'all hear what Auntie Joy just
Okay. But for you. Cheryl said it.
Okay. I'm trying to be a good podcast. Man, podcast host down.
Eat it all.
Yeah.
I can't say anymore tonight.
I know. I hope ain't nobody on the bus because they probably like, what the hell y'all listening to? You have tuned in to 89 episodes of Don't Let Nobody Know You Do Not Like Slime.
Yeah.
Don't you say that, ladies.
I'm sorry.
No, you bring the funk, Auntie. You bring it.
Look at Real Root. Look at Yate like this.
Kai said that's my kind of girl. Listen.
That's fine.
Okay.
You are as young as your arteries are clear. So this slime here will help clean your arteries. But that's how you got here. It was the slime, right? Okay. Whoa.
Hey, God. I thought she was gonna let it go. I thought she was gonna stick. I thought she was gonna stick to the elevator.
Okay.
My ass is crazy.
God, I was hoping that's not what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Now, Auntie. Okay.
These are
Okay.
Now, guess what? Then she go all the way to cherries. Come on now, Auntie.
Hold on. Oh, oh. Look, Esther. Esther, give me some tissue, Esther. Okay,
Esther. We need to be in the class of etiquette.
Okay.
So when you give those courses, please let us know.
Okay, yes, let us know, Esther.
Oh my God. Okay. She went from the slime to the cherries. Okay, we in the cherry. Come on, Key Lolo. Pay attention to the cherries.
Me and Kai, we trying to get it together. Okay, Kai, come on, let's take a deep breath.
Okay, now cherries. Now what is cherries about?
Oh no, don't tell us how to tell us.
those UTIs. So
the what?
UTIs is summertime. We're gonna sweat a lot. We gotta drink all that good water. And so you know that I drink.
So down there got to stay fresh. Okay. So we need cherries.
Oh. Okay, so we know about slime. Eat the cherries because to keep down there fresh. I guess I might have to like some tomatoes, Kai.
That's fine. There you go.
Kai, we better start eating up some tomatoes, girl. Some cherry tomatoes. A whole new meat will pop the cherry out. I hope y'all got some strong bladders over here because it's getting kind of hectic.
It's getting kind of hectic.
Okay. So eat the cherries, ladies. Eat the tomatoes.
Cherries are good for bladder. Are they good for bladder?
Those cherries
are urethras.
Yeah. And these are organic. Look for them. They are in the marketplace right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Them cherries. I thought them was cherry tomatoes. Oh, them
no.
I'm sorry.
I said she went to the cherries from the slime. You know what I'm
saying? Leave me alone, Luana. Luana, I can't cheat. She overwhelming me. She can't. Look at y'all face. Okay. See, that's why we gotta have Auntie Joy back to first. It's the first of the month. Okay. Okay. I laughed off a little.
And wait a minute. And the most tart, they are the better. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, but don't forget, just get those. Get the organic ones if you can find them.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
All
they food.
right. Okay. Well, this was the best 15 minutes over I ever had in my entire life. Okay. So any closing thoughts on how to what's up, Canadian babe? This was Buck Wild. We got to change the name of this
It
podcast.
worked clean.
It was Buck Wild
I'm gonna tell you
tonight.
right
I'm trying
now.
to
I'm gonna
tell
tell you
you.
right now. This is what I am gonna say, because I'm always talking about business models. Ladies, I do not, brothers, barbershop owners, I don't care what y'all doing. If we are looking to talk about business and how to grow our industry, okay, let me just say this. Don't you guys add 2 more chairs. Don't add no more chairs. I want you guys to get you the salon of the future must have juice bar. We're going to have to think of other ways to do things. So this is perfect. A juice bar is extra revenue, right? There's not a lot of juice bars in our neighborhoods. It should be more, to be honest with you. So why not have a juice bar? Okay, because juice is good for hair, skin, eyes, all your beauty.
All right.
That's just my
Okay. That's
because,
what you're saying.
because
Okay.
I'm going to say it, I'm going to do it myself. I think
right.
that's a good addition.
We talked about that at the salon that we should serve some juices. We could play around with that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hear you, Yate, and healthy snacks. Okay. All right, Auntie Dr. Joy, you want to close us out? We kept you way past your bedtime. We cannot eat tonight, ladies. We can drink water, but that's
Cut
about
off.
it.
We're
I'm going
cut
to
off.
bed since I can't eat these nuts.
Well, and if the guys are going to have a bar, they're going to drop in the seeds.
Oh, yes.
And we're definitely going to drop the rind and the meat of the watermelon in the blender. Now that's the new Viagra. See, you should be your own pharmacy in your own neighborhood.
Ladies, buy your boyfriend. Buy your boyfriend some watermelon with the seeds and the rind in the blender. That's his Viagra. We eat these cherries for our cherries. And ladies, we have to love the slime, okay? You cannot get that any place else in the world than here on America's favorite podcast by Africa. Go ahead, Auntie.
Go ahead.
And that okra slime is going to make your hair resilient. Just get busy with it. Okay. And so get 7 pods for each day. Go in there and start counting your okra and bring it on home. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
And you can grow okra at home. You really can. And by the way, Auntie, we have such a big plot of land in the because I shortened the deck in the back. I need you to come out and get our garden started in our greenhouse started. Because hopefully I can grow enough. I can send it to Esther. I can send it to all you guys. And you guys start juicing and putting in some gorgeous bottles. We can have a class and have Auntie show us how to do that and sell them in your salon.
All right. Okay. And Esther said okra is easy to grow.
What did Kai say?
Kai says she's gonna play some Drake. She's gonna play some Slime by Drake to get her ready for her aloe elixir, which I still can't. Esther, I'm still shocked when you just made that connection for me. I was like, I could have had a V8. So, all right. Okay. So, thank you, Auntie Dr. Joy. You're going to be back with us the first Thursday in August. All right. All right. So she's going to be back with us. Is there something special we're going to talk about in August, or are you going to surprise us?
We're probably going to, I know exactly. Well, it's going to be some exercises you can do to put the youth back in your body. That's
all right.
Legs.
Auntie Dr. Joy gonna show us out with some exercise tips. She's gonna do some demonstrations. Yeah. I'm gonna see what I could do. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to give some wonderful tips on some fitness. If you're interested in getting some supplements and having a personal one-on-one consultation with Auntie Dr. Joy, please reach out to her at 404-849-6066.
Ask for anything.
All right, and we're going to be back. Check this out, guys. Remember, nails is the theme for the month in July, and we are going to be back with the illustrious, the one and only Maisie Dunbar. If you are a nail technician, a pedicure specialist, a nail whatever, you don't know Maisie Dunbar, you ain't doing nails, because that is our theme for this month here on Planet Pluto Pseudo. We're talking about the business, the care, and the art of nails. And Maisie Dunbar is going to kick us off next Thursday at 9:00 p.m. with the business of nails. All right, so get ready. You're gonna love Maisie. She's from Liberia, by way of Baltimore. She's a fascinating entrepreneur in our industry with skincare. So we're probably gonna have Maisie come back twice, but she's gonna kick us off on Thursday. Don't forget, if you are interested in learning more about plantation beauty, this Sunday it's going to happen. Email me at afrohairscience@gmail.com. I can either text you the link to your phone, or I can send it to your email address, however you would like it. But this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., that's 2 hours, a true lecture, guys. Get your healthy snacks ready. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. And Cheryl is going to do that wonderful lecture on plantation beauty, why plantation beauty matters. So this is absolutely for the free, and that's going to happen via Zoom this Sunday. And I think that's all of our house stuff, right? And then Monday, I forgot Monday. Don't forget, we're going to kick it off. What has the natural hair movement taught us about the big chop, cutting hair? Yate. We might need to send you a link, Yate, if you want to come on with us.
Yate.
Yeah, Yate, if you can you join us in the chat on Monday? We could talk about these haircuts too, because you're also a barber stylist. All right. Okay. Oh, Liberia representing. All right, there you go. All right, woo. All right, well, you're gonna love Macy. All right, Auntie Dr. Joy, we love you very much. Okay.
And by the way, you won't be in July with the nail series, but give us one ingredient that will strengthen nails.
Okay.
Since we got you.
Silica would be it. Horsetail herb, the silica, and calcium that includes. You want the best calcium. Calcium, magnesium, boron, D.
Ooh, boron is very good.
K2. That's you
K2.
gotta have that calcium.
K2 mixed with the D3.
Yeah,
Excellent.
All of it in that. That's what you want. And take at least 4 every night. You always take your calcium at night. And so it up your muscles, nerves, and bones, and get those nails strong. Thank you.
And Lawana said, don't forget the slime. Don't forget the slime. Thank you so much, Lawana, for that one. All right, Auntie Dr. Joy off the hook tonight. So, okay. All right. So, you know what we say, guys, when we're signing off, we appreciate you all so very much. We talking about good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is not slimy, but best. All right. Well, maybe a little slimy. Ain't that
long as you
little slimy ain't never hurt nobody. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. All right, Dr. Joy. We love you so much.
Love you, Auntie.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey.
Welcome to Planet Pluto Pseudo.
Don't tango. Tango. It's kind of right there now.
With